A great harvest for an early August garden. We are probably going to have the largest harvest yet this year. I've been gone for 2 weeks and we got a ton of stuff to get. Hello everyone and welcome to Kim's Cozy Corner. I'm Kim and I've been away for 2 weeks. I mean, really, it's been 2 weeks. I think I was home for a total of 16 hours in between the 2 weeks. Now, while I was gone, of course, my neighbor harvested a few things, and here's a picture of a few things that she harvested. And of course, they took some to their home as well, so I don't have pictures of those things. But y'all, it has grown up so much. So we are going to harvest. We're going to talk about how things are growing up and how things are starting to come in. And this for sure will be the best harvest this year. I'm going to harvest a little bit of everything except potatoes. And y'all, they're not far behind. So we'll be harvesting potatoes again really soon. The first thing that I want to harvest today, though, is going to be collard greens. When I came back for that 16-hour, very short visit home, I planned on doing collard greens, and I didn't get to it. I just didn't get to the collard greens, and they're huge. So we're going to start with the collard greens. Y'all, I got tons and tons of baskets out here so we can gather up all of this stuff. I'm going to bring you with me like I always do. In my GreenStalk vertical tower here, I have lettuce that I need to harvest. We'll harvest that too. But I have lettuce in the top, and then I have collard greens throughout. And then, of course, I have some flowers here that are going crazy. I guess I don't water as much as my neighbor. My neighbor's been taking care of me, and oh my goodness, everything is flourishing. Tomorrow, we will do some maintenance, but today we are going to focus just on harvesting. And I'm going to start by harvesting this lettuce. And that's not what I came over here to do. But y'all, I got lettuce. Look at that. It's it's getting ready to go to seed, so I needed to harvest it anyway. So we got some lettuce. And I am in the heat of the day harvesting collard greens. So they're a little droopy, but that's okay. These are some very nice heads of collard greens here. And with all of my greens, or all of my collard greens, I should say, I like to cut them up before I take them in the house. And that's what we're going to do with these huge leaves that I have. I only have 2 plants that I transplanted in here. All of the rest of them are from seeds. So you can see they're a lot smaller. They're just starting to get to size. And here's my second transplant right here. So we will get this one out of here. Yeah, I was supposed to do them and I didn't. I didn't get to them. There's only so much you can do with the time that you have. Now, if I didn't pick that clean, that's as clean as you can get, isn't it? But that's all of the collard greens out of here that are ready. I got some more coming in. Look at these flowers. These petunias are doing amazing. Look at that. Man, imagine if this whole tower was filled with petunias. It would be absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's get these cut down to size and keep moving because it is hot out here. Cutting them down into strips. So we have 2 more places. I'm going to grab some collard greens and then we'll do something else, but we might as well get all the collard greens first. All right. I have, what, 6 plants here. We'll get these picked. There's not many on this one. Now this is the next area. Look at these. It's only been 2 weeks. I know I picked these 2 weeks ago. And they are massive, massive, massive collard greens. Now some of my viewers have never had collard greens before. And y'all missing out. Collard greens are delicious. And it doesn't take a lot to prepare them. I mean, you can get fancy with them. Don't get me wrong. You can get fancy. But you don't have to because they're good all by themselves. If you have a collard green recipe that you absolutely love or your family loves, put it in the comments below because there are quite a few viewers who've never had the joy, the experience, the love for collard greens. And so they are looking for some good recipes. Put your recipes in the comments if you got one that you think that's just that melt in your mouth type of recipe that someone who's never had collard greens, that they would just love. And I would use it too. Don't get me wrong. I would love to know how you prepare your collard greens as well. There are 9 collard green plants over here, y'all. 9. And I believe 9 plants would have fed my family this year because these have been so productive. Y'all, look at that. Huge, huge leaves. These have little bugs growing on them. I mean, yeah, there's little worms on these, so we're going to have to wash these up really, really good. If you know you have worms on your produce, there are many different ways you can ensure you get them clean. And one way, a natural way, is to just use salt water. You put them in salt water, you let them soak for just a little bit, and those worms will fall right off. I mean, there's all kinds of other vegetable washes and stuff out there, but I use salt water and I wash and wash and wash and wash some more because I want them to be clean. And salt water is the way my grandmother taught me to do it. There are the collard greens, y'all. And that's probably 2 meals for my family. Now, let's get back over there and let's work on harvesting all of those tomatoes. There are a lot of tomatoes and I want to get those done first. Or should I say second? We will get these greens set down and we will work on the tomatoes next. Y'all, I was on my way over to get those tomatoes, y'all, but look at these sweet potatoes, y'all. These sweet potatoes look amazing. They're spreading like crazy. There's what, 3 containers and a metal raised bed over there, but you can't see them. But it's not ready. It's not time for sweet potatoes, y'all. 120 days in ground on sweet potatoes or until the frost come, one or the other. That's what we'll be doing with sweet potatoes. Cherry tomatoes are first on the list today. And so these are black cherry. I gotta get these gloves off, y'all. I can't pick tomatoes in gloves. Everything else, yes. Tomatoes, no. And the one thing I have is cherry tomatoes growing everywhere, specifically black cherry tomatoes growing everywhere. Now, these are black cherry tomatoes growing over here. It's a vining tomato. It's not supposed to be over here because I don't like to put vining tomatoes in my green stalks. I prefer dwarf tomatoes in my green stalks, but somehow they got mixed up and here we are. But that's okay. We will enjoy them anyway. Also, green beans growing in here. I have cucumbers growing down here as well. Try to give them a little support, even if it's not much. All right, let's go get some more cherry tomatoes. Oh, y'all, I gotta show you something. There's always so much to show you when I'm away. I see something and I'm like, oh, I wanna make sure you get to see it. And then I get carried away and I forget what I'm supposed to be doing. But let me show you this. Now, these are my blackberries. And I've been growing blackberries. I planted these 2 years ago now. And last year was the first year where I got some decent blackberries. This year, oh, y'all, I've been getting some blackberries. Look at that. And look at that moth that's on my blackberries. But look at all of those. Oh, they're so big. Like, look how big that is. The only issue I have with blackberries is they never make it in the house. They never make it. Unless they're dirty. My girls will be here in a minute. And I'm going to make sure they get to at least taste them. I don't want to eat them all from the girls. And every year, I cut these all the way down to where there's not much left. And every year, I've been getting more and more blackberries. I think these are Prima Arc or thornless blackberries, or it's a combination of the two. I don't remember, but they are here. They are ready. And they're good. So we will be picking all the cherry tomatoes from back in this area here. And I will just keep showing you the basket where I'm going to put them. More black cherries. Champagne bubbles. Now they're so ripe, they're falling on the ground. More champagne bubbles. And look, that's a fused one right there. It's fused together. Isn't that interesting? A black strawberry. And I only got one. They've been really huge this year, but I only got one today. Just put it over there. Sweet 100. Oh, those different colors. Camp Joy. Just a larger red tomato. Sweet 100. These are both Kaluge and Sun Golds. One more Sun Gold. 3 more Sweet 100. Some Volunteer black cherries. I have one more area. Let's go get the last of the cherry tomatoes and then we'll move on to something else. All right, y'all, I gotta get over there. And it's a bit of a jungle over here. And in the jungle, you have critters. And I haven't been here to keep these weeds cut back, so I'm scared to kind of just walk over here and not kind of look underneath my feet. But there's a ton of sun gold. So this whole big bushy plant is a volunteer. This whole plant volunteered this year, and they are black cherry, and they're ripe. I just got to figure out how to get to them. Oh, they need to be supported. That's not today's job, though. That's for another day, if I can help it. All right, at least it got them up a little bit. But down here, yay, cherry tomatoes. Oops, dropped that one. I'm not going too far in the jungle. Nope, not gonna do that. That one I dropped, it'll just be back there. Some more right here. Volunteer tomatoes, y'all, volunteer. I did not plant them, but they are being very, very productive. Look at that, y'all. Volunteer tomatoes, and they're beautiful. Look at those cherry tomatoes. All different colors. Look at that. Black cherry. There are red ones in here, two different kinds of red. There are even the yellow ones in there, the champagne bubbles, and there's orange. Just beautiful. Let's pick the rest of these tomatoes. In this basket, it's not big enough. I got to get my big basket out. All right, so I got the big basket. See if there's anything on here. Yeah, I got to get some supports over here. Oh, there's one. What is that? This is a dwarf wild spud leaf. Dwarf wild spud leaf. Well, I know what that is. That is a burpees bush steak. And I think that's all that I have on the green stalks. But y'all, the tomatoes over there, whoo, we got some work to do. We got some work to do. Let me show you. Y'all see that? Y'all see all those tomatoes? I mean, they're everywhere. There are tomatoes right there. There are tomatoes way over there. There are tomatoes on the second row and the third row. And I'm not going to keep moving you around. I'm going to just show you the harvest. So I'm going to angle you down. Alpaca, paste tomatoes. Very prolific in the garden. There was also a hornworm over here earlier this year. And now I'm scared of them. 1 Korean long. Super sauce. These are all big mamas. Big mamas. The big mamas have a little point on the end, and the super sauce is more rounded at the bottom. But these tomatoes are huge, and they're all sauce tomatoes. Big mama. Italian heirloom. It's usually a lot bigger. I don't know why that one's so small. This is a super sauce, but it's not super compared to that one. But it is a super sauce. Pink ox heart. Pink ox heart. Orange jazz. Orange jazz. Super steak. A black creme. Black creme. Dr. Witchies, Dr. Whiteys. Man, that one's completely ripe on the vine. And this one's super, super sweet. It's not, in my mind, a traditional tomato flavor. It's just a really sweet flavor. All 3 of these are rainbow. This one's fully ripe, and these are just starting to turn, but they fell off in my hand. Paul Robeson. Have some small ones too. The vine was damaged. Cherokee purple. Cherokee purple. Black from Tula. Black from Tula. Super steak. Black from Tula. Another. Drusba. Drusba. And this one here is called Church. And this is my first church tomato. I have no idea what it tastes like, but we just love the name, Church. It's still got a ways to go. It's a little hard on the top, but it's soft on the bottom. And more orange jazz. Orange jazz is the big winner, I think. Between that and Big Mama on this harvest. So that's the tomato harvest right there. These are the tomatoes. Now let's go pick something else. All right, I missed 3. They are supposed to be bodacious, but they're not. They're mislabeled. I don't know what they are. And there's a few more over here that I forgot about. So I need to go get those, and then I will be right back. Woo-wee! That's the mother load. I need to bring the camera. So it's a few more than I thought. So I'm going to take the camera and this bucket over here so I can put them in over there so you can see how many are growing on this one plant. Y'all see all these tomatoes? This is the tomato plant. They got hit by the tree limb as I was removing trees. And I tried to give it a little more support. But I mean, it was looking bad, y'all. I mean, it was looking really bad. But it's back. It's back. And this is steak sandwich. They're splitting just a little bit. It's a little splitting on them. But y'all, there's a ton of them on here. I should have been counting, but I didn't count. Did I lose one? 3 more. 2 more. And 3 more there. Now, y'all, this is a basket of tomatoes right here. All right, that's all of the tomatoes for today. But I got some more stuff to pick. So let's take care of these tomatoes and let's pick something else. So now we're picking okra. Yeah, that nasty okra. I don't like okra, but my mom does. And so this is Clemson spineless. I'm afraid 2 of these might be too big, but she'll know. I don't. There's 4 Clemson spineless. Do I have any more? There's 1 more. 2 more. Ooh, she's definitely got a meal. All right, so there's 2 more Clemson spineless. And then this year, I'm growing a red one. I don't forgot the name of it. I forgot the name of the red one. If I remember, I'll look it up. If not, I apologize, but it's a red one. There's only one that's ready. I could have let that one go a little longer, but there's quite a few more that'll be ready here in a couple of days. The last time I came through here, it was a spider web and it tried to get me. Yeah, I said the spider web, not the spider. Now that is probably too big. Yuck. But this is an Italian ribbed zucchini. Okay, we will start right here. Because there's a cucumber right there. Look at that, cucumbers. And another cucumber. Nice size there. This one's yellow as well. I shouldn't take it in, but I'm going to take it in anyway. It's a pickling cucumber. Maybe it won't be bitter. So we're going to pick just a few peppers, and then we're going to call it a day, y'all. I'm tired. We can do more tomorrow. All right, I got a new basket, and I got 2 containers of peppers. So let's get these picked, at least for the ones that we're going to pick. Orange yummy. Orange yummy. It's tiny, but it is sweet. Man, there's a ton of peppers up here. I'm gonna have to go out of town more often because whatever my neighbor does, she does it better than me on this watering game. Look how big that orange yummy is. Look at that. Orange yummy. Now, of course, my neighbor got to enjoy all the peppers she wanted while I was away. I know she had a huge Costa Rica. Well, at least I think she had it because it's gone out the garden. It was deep red and is gone. So I'm assuming they enjoyed that. Purple bell peppers. Okay, I have 2 habanadas that have turned. 2. We're going to take those 2 in just so we can taste them. So the habanadas, they turn orange when they're ripe. So I have 2 that have turned and about 50 that need to turn. 3 more banana peppers. And I have started preserving my banana peppers. The only thing I'm doing is washing them up really, really good. I'm leaving them whole just like this, and I'm putting them in vinegar. That'll make them last for a super long time. And I can cut them up into a salad or whatever I want. But these are sweet banana peppers, and I've started preserving them. This one is fully turned, it's completely orange. And so we'll really get the taste of these out of this one. And nope, I'm not doing it on camera because if it's hot, I don't want you to see me. It's not supposed to be hot though. Habanadas, they're not supposed to be hot. So we have a handful of shishitos. I will blister those up. So to blister my shishitos, I just put a little bit of oil in a pan, and I like to score my shishitos so that they don't pop open when I'm blistering them. But I give them a little score so they don't pop open. And then I will dip them in ranch dressing. Oh my God, these things are so good. So we'll be doing that this weekend as well. These are Zulu. They look just like my purple bells, just thin skin. One more handful of shishitos. That's going to have to be it. So we still have green beans, broccoli, carrots, and onion for another day. Some more orange yummies. All right, y'all. So how did I do? How did I do? It was supposed to be the biggest harvest yet, but I got tired, so I couldn't get it all picked in the day. So we will have to pick the other stuff. We'll make another video out of it. But we have tomatoes. We have cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, okra, squash, peppers, collard greens, and one head of lettuce. And I think that's a pretty good day. And we have to take care of it anyway, so we might as well take care of all of this before we pick something else. So here are the weights of everything for today, as well as the weights for the stuff that my neighbor picked while I was away, because she picked quite a few tomatoes as well and a few green beans. But we'll go ahead and put those up here in these numbers. So that's the harvest after being away and not really paying attention for a couple of weeks. So I'm back now, and we need to do a little garden maintenance. We need to clean some stuff out so we can get it ready for the fall garden. So there'll be some garden maintenance happening really soon. So that's it for the day. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. I will keep these videos coming. So until next time, and I hope there will be a next time that you hang out with me, Kim, at Kim's Cozy Corner. Bye.